Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Glendale. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Taken down at
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle.
brings up
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. The give is to DiMercato. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Cardinals score.
Only their first drive Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. On the handoff, it's DeMarcano. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's third and goal. Brissett. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Purdy off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
That's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Purdy looking to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
2nd down.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey from 8 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7.
That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 6. Throwing, Brissett. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Brissett. That pass completed to Dortch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things. Brissett now. That's a screen play here for Carter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. Calling no gain there on the 1st down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this 1st half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this 1st half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he swallowed it right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this is caught. Jennings. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Hold them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Knight. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Another tote for Carter. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He's got his his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Knight on the handoff. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 25.
This drive has turned into an extended run, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Brissett. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Down to the 6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
All my people now. On what I love.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Brissett. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what, I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw is Purdy. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Purdy to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Throwing, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
At the 34-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Brissett. He's got McBride. And the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. That's caught by Wilson. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 46-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Brissett. Got his man. It's Dortch.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, spike it.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Brissett looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So it's...
Ryland
49ers who will get the football
Arizona.
first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 78 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
It shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? It shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. First throw of overtime for Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range and get us a win.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Out of the gun, Brissett. That ball caught by Harrison. And they're going to take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And right side, they're going to go option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football on this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Brissett now. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10. yard line.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
A run with Knight. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They are in field goal range. 3 points now would win it. Here's second down. To throw is Brissett. Pass complete there to Harrison. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps, and they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Again, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Brissett from the gun on third. He'll try and do this himself. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.